Hi everybody, thanks for checking out the second installment here of the Beatles monthly book, my collection. These are the issues that I have, don't have all of them. If you want to know a complete history of this magazine, how it started and how long it went on and stuff, check out volume 1. I describe all that stuff at the beginning. Okay, so we got a few issues to look at here. I'm going to start with this one. This is number 63 from October 1968. And we start out with a really nice shot of Ringo, and I think a lot of us are familiar with this photo session here in the back. So let's see what we got here. Really nice picture there, John. As I say, and will continue to say in all of these issues, these installments, I should say, you're going to have a lot of rare pictures, which are really the highlight of these. There were great articles of the day here, but what really makes them are some of the rare pictures you don't really get anywhere else. I mean, these pictures, we've seen the Mad Day Out shots a lot. You know, there's even been a book published on it that I know of. But some of these may be a little more familiar than other pictures, some maybe not. And here's a nice picture of Paul for the centerfold of this issue. It's funny, there's like a letter, you know, we have letters from Beatles people. And I just happened, this one caught my eye. It says, Dear Apple people, I heard Hey Jude for the first time at 12:52 p.m. Friday, August 23rd, and was overwhelmed. After hearing it 7 times more the following week, I tried to buy it on release day. Frustration, I couldn't get it anywhere. Apparently supplies hadn't come in. Finally, I bought it on Saturday morning. These are my first impressions of an Apple recording. I love the distinct black cover, the picture sleeve, or black sleeve. So simple yet so effective. The Apple on the actual record appealed to me. And here I must thank you for slicing it in half. So much easier to tell at a glance, which is the flip side. However, on playing Hey Jude, I found that I couldn't get the volume up enough to disturb the neighbors. Perhaps this was intentional, but I do like to have it fairly loud. The song itself is so beautiful, even my father likes it, though he soon disappeared when I put on Revolution. I like the song very much too, Revolution, and as a lot of people say, it's nice to hear John singing Nitty Gritty again. Unfortunately, I was rather disappointed with the sound quality. At first, I thought the record player was wrong. Perhaps it is. But I think the fuzziness is just a bit too pronounced. Apart from these few points, I reckon this is one of the best records you've recorded for ages. So congratulations on Apple's first releases. That's just pretty amazing to me to think, like, you know, people writing the first time they hear Hey Jude, you know. Okay, let's continue here. The photographs. John and Yoko about art and vibrations. Must have been really upsetting for people, no doubt. Yoko coming into the picture at this particular time. Look at this. Beatle news. This is Beatle news, brand new news. Beatles to release double album. What do you know? You know, brand new. Who would have thunk it? The Beatles, a double album. For the first time ever, the Beatles will release 2 LP albums together. They hope to have the twin set of 2 full-length LP records ready to go into the shops no later than the middle of November. A very spectacular container has been designed to carry the album, which will be the group's first LP release on their own Apple Records label. Okay. At press time, the final program of titles had not been worked out. But since many of the recordings are much longer than average, it is likely that each of the 2 LP discs will have no more than 12 tracks, a total of 24 entirely new Beatle recordings. Think again, there were more like 32, I think, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Ringo will sing solo on at least 2 numbers, one of which is his own first composition. 2 or 3 numbers will be Harrison originals written and sung by George. And it's pretty good. It's just amazing to me to think of some of this stuff being like fresh news, you know. All right, so that's one issue. Now we do January 1969, the Beatles Monthly. Good shot of Ringo on the drums. There's the David Frost's performance of Hey Jude on the back. Too much information. All right. And I can see that in these magazines they have, well, that's not an older picture, but some of the other pictures here were older shots. Like, you know, they have the old memories, I guess, for the time. Centerfold. Good picture of George. That's a good shot. Looks like it's from the Revolution promo shoot. Okay. Next up we have, from February '69, we have number 67, the Beatles Monthly book. There's a good shot of Paul in studio. Oh, I like this shot. Is that Ringo in the back? This is looks like a shot of Ringo. What looks to be, is it Ringo and John? No, it's George. Looks like Ringo and George. Oh, Ringo and John. Damn it, Ringo and John in silhouette. Good shots. There's a nice happy picture. Who says it was all misery and despair, right? Oh, good stuff. How about the sideburns, eh? Here's the centerfold picture. Very nice one at that. Paul doing his thing. Really nice color shot. Here's a return visit back in time. Beatles doing Help on the skis. How different they changed in only like 4 years. Here's a good picture with Dusty Springfield and George. One of the early shots. Here's a cheerful picture of Paul. And yes, I do mean Paul, not replacement. There's still people out there that believe that nonsense. And people get off on conspiracy theories. There's nothing you can do about it. Gets them off, you know. Gotta have something to make your life interesting. And here is a really, wow. Wow, look at John losing himself, as they say, losing himself in his music in that great picture. What a good shot. All right. Let us do one more. Okay, for this one, we're going to do October '69. So we're getting late now, folks. Beatles Monthly book, number 75. Front cover, back cover. I gotta say, in looking at these in order over the first 2 videos that I've been making here, it really is amazing when you think that, you know, the fans must really be like figuring out they're kind of breaking up, you know, as you're going along here. Here's a picture of George Martin and George Harrison working on something. I don't know if this is usually a picture that's seen very much, but that's an interesting picture of the 2 Georges together working on something with the orchestra. Really, really nice. Okay, here is a picture of Paul. Studio. Ringo not looking too pleased in this picture. And not everybody has great moments, right? And finally, we got a George centerfold. Yeah, what were the fans thinking at the time? The fans that grew up with the Beatles when they were clean mop tops, you know? There's a picture of Maureen and Ringo at Bob Dylan's concert. Paul again in the studio, and the Beatles near the end. And as this series progresses, we'll be going back to earlier photos. I mean, it's not all going to all be these late shots. Let's see, what else we got here? Well, I'm sure a lot of you know the Hey Jude album cover. Well, this is an alternate shot. And I think last photo will be this one of John. All right. So, again, another fun video where I get a chance to show you all these Beatles monthlies, and I'll keep them going. So please check it. I don't know how long the series is going to go on, but we'll have fun while it does. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.